everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing a plethora of different cryptocurrencies with SSM, guys. You guys love SSM. We got them on the channel today. We're going to be reviewing all your cryptocurrencies you guys put in the chat. So don't be afraid to start listing them now. SSM.
Hello guys, and thanks for having me again, Seth. It's always a pleasure doing this with you. Yeah, so we're going to look at a lot of crypto gems today, give our brutally honest reviews about them, so be sure to let us know as many cryptos as you're interested in, and we will also share our thoughts and opinions on them.
Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. So if you guys have any cryptos you want us to review in the chat, put them in now. I know I get a lot of comments on my Telegram, but I'm a very, very busy man. I can't answer them all today. So if you guys are here in the last live stream and you guys put some cryptos in the chat that we completely ignored, put them in the chat now and we'll go through them, guys.
Yeah, and we also have gems. There are some projects I'm looking into that I would love to share with you guys, but so you can let us know what projects in particular you want us to see.
Yeah, that's
Already
perfect.
getting
So
some comments.
I did see one about Arcade Network. Guys, I have videos in every single cryptocurrency. I have a video on Arcade Network. The thing with Arcade Network was, I think the problem was with this cryptocurrency that I was having was the holders. We're going to double check, guys, but I think someone's holding like 70% of the supply and they're going to dump it on everyone. It's a lot, yeah. It's a big amount. So we can double check it now.
I was discussing that with you and Archie earlier. Was it day before yesterday? Tokenomics are important. It's also important to check the whales and check the holders in every project. Yeah.
I think we got one wallet here holding 47% of the supply. This might not be a person, don't get me wrong.
It can be an exchange.
It could be an exchange. We don't know. This could be, we're not too sure. But he's holding BNB in his wallet, so I'm not too sure what's going on over here. So I think they are just holding a lot of Arcade Network. This does seem just like it's not a smart contract, so I think this is a holder.
Yeah.
We'll double check it though, my friend. But again, it's very, very important. If someone's holding 70% of the supply, that's not good at all, guys.
Yeah,
no investor, no institutions, no retail investors are going to invest into a cryptocurrency that has 50 or 47% of supply held by one person. It's very, very bad news.
Sure.
So let's have a look at the comments. XTP, do you know XTP, SSM?
XTP. Yeah, XTP, we've covered that before, right? In the last live stream.
Yeah, we have. Earn money, trade crypto, spend cash, open your Tap account, and start putting your crypto and cash to work today for a better tomorrow. So Tap, I love the user interface. It's very, very clean. I can see there being some real utilization of this cryptocurrency. But personally, with me, guys, I don't like tax. So the idea of putting my crypto into fiat to even be utilized by a crypto.com card or a Tap card, I don't like, because the government are going to tax me regardless. If I turn my money to fiat, if I withdraw it into a bank account, the government can then tax me. So I don't like the idea personally of putting my money into a credit card or debit card unless I'm in a tax haven like Dubai, which some of you guys know I will be heading to soon. So do you have any thoughts on Tap?
Yeah, I think it detracts a bit from what cryptocurrencies should be about, decentralization and taking away control from the government and giving it back to the users. It's good for, a little bit of regulations. Some people feel comfortable with someone else holding the steering wheels. But personally, I like to have full control of everything I do about cryptocurrencies. I really don't want governments or institutions in my business.
So do you know what? That actually kind of brings me to Celo. If you guys don't know what Celo is, or Celo, however you want to pronounce it, it's actually quite a good project. What they aim to do is utilize phone numbers to allow everyone to have like a bank account or a crypto wallet without having to create a bank account. You can do it all through your phone number. Arguably, there's some quite revolutionary technology behind Celo that I think is going to, let's just say, revolutionize the world as a whole. I highly recommend you check out Celo as a project, guys. If you guys that don't know what this is a great project and will be on my portfolio looking into 2023 for the next bull run, guys.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's the concept. It's a mid-cap gem too. So sitting at around $385 million market cap, it also has good tokenomics. The idea of using phones is going to make it really accessible, because even on YouTube, over 70% of the views are on phones. So yeah, being able to carry cryptocurrencies in a mobile formats makes it more accessible. I think that's a lot of potential for that project. I'm going to look into it too. It's on my watch list now.
I see a comment saying, what do you think about the level of Naka? Will it retrace? So that is a good question, guys, because we're seeing Nakamoto go absolutely parabolic, guys. And the thing is, waiting for Naka to retrace a significant amount where it's worth waiting for is another question in itself. If you have a look on the 1 month chart or even the 3 month chart, we've seen Nakamoto since about, let's just say the 29th of December. So about a month ago, we've seen it go absolutely parabolic. It's done about let's have a look, about a 3x your money at the heights. Yes, a 3x. But this isn't a mere pump. This isn't in a matter of a week or a matter of a couple hours or a day. This is over the span of months. So I do think that Nakamoto is a little bit overbought, but it is a low cap gem, guys. So it doesn't really matter what we think. We saw Viot do about a 25x. People were saying when Viot was about $6 million in market cap, it couldn't go up any further. And now everyone's saying about it for Nakamoto. Everyone's like, should we wait for Nakamoto to retrace? It's already gone up 3x. They were saying the same thing, guys, about Viot. They were saying the same thing about Viot. So I ask you a simple question. Do you want to be the ones to miss out on what Viot did? Viot did a 26x. Do you want to be the one to miss out on that again? I think a balanced view is the best way to go forwards, right? I'm not saying for you guys to put all your money into Nakamoto because it's going to go on this massive rally. We don't know. It could retrace. However, if you wait, if you hold all your bag and wait for it to retrace, you could miss out on further X amount of gains. So a balanced view is the best way to go forwards. Maybe put a small bag in, put a little bit in. If Viot goes on a nice rally, you'll be in profits. If it retraces, you only put a small amount in. You're not going to be complaining. That's a good way to view about this. What do you think about SSM?
Yeah, I think it depends on who you're talking to, because most likely the people who ask this kind of questions, they are day traders. If you're a day trader, you're constantly looking at the charts, you're constantly looking at the candles. You want to know when you can get in so that you can make you can flip your coins for some 20 to 30% profits. There are different kinds of opportunities like that in cryptocurrencies, but projects like Nakamoto Games, you want to invest in the fundamentals, you want to invest in it for the long run. If you are looking to make quick bucks off of them, I wouldn't recommend you buy Nakamoto Games now necessarily, because if you're going to do something like that, you're looking at flipping it in 24 hours. Maybe you do leverage trading if that's what you're interested in. But if you want to see great returns on great projects, then you invest in the fundamentals. You invest in what potential that project has in the long term. If you are thinking of selling it off in a week or so, yeah, I don't know. I don't think technical analysis are much used in low cap crypto projects. So I wouldn't say you should use technical analysis on projects like Nakamoto Games or other low cap gems. What I will say is this: it's a great project, and I believe it can go very high. I believe it has a lot of potentials for returns. So again, I don't know whether you guys have heard us say this before, but there's this thing called dollar cost averaging. You should, invest in projects like this little by little. It would lower your overall average if it goes down, or you get in at certain good positions as their DCA. So you do that, it removes the emotional factor, and it's gives you a good entry position for your long-term goals.
I completely agree, guys. You need a balanced view. Look, no one can time the market. If they tell you they can time the market, they're wrong, other than me, because I'm a time machine. I predicted all this would happen. But look, a balanced view is the best way going forwards. DCA is key. You're making profits always. If it goes on these mini rallies, you're in profits. If it retraces a bit, you DCA even further. You DCA even more. It's simple. Like SSM always says, DCA is very, very important. So let's have a look at the next project someone put in the chat. IOEN is the ticker, Internet of Energy Network. Wow. Circulating supply, guys, is 2%. I know it's a low cap gem, so you can get away with a low circulating supply, but 2% is too low for me, my friend.
It's too low. And if you are interested in an energy kind of crypto project, I think this person might be interested. I've been talking about this project for a very long time, and it's been doing well quite recently, the Energy Web Token. I don't know, I think maybe you've heard me talk about it before, Seth. Energy Web Token is actually a project I really like, because The team behind it is amazing, and they are making a lot of good moves in this space. They are doing a lot of partnerships, and there's this energy movement, climate change and all of that. So people are showing interest in it. It might not be what's trending now, but this is a great project that is, doing the right thing, making the right moves in that sector. So I really like Energy Web Token. If you are going to be tracing energy, on the power grid and things like that, it makes it easy for people in the energy sector to create decentralized applications on it. Energy Web Token is a great project, in my opinion. It's a mid-cap gem, just about $100 million. So the funding is there, and the team behind it is a really good project.
Yeah, I completely agree. Guys, IOEN, the circulating supply is too low. Dilution is going to be a problem. Think about it, guys. They have to release 98% of the tokens.
That's too much.
98%. Guys, you guys already know. I'm not even going to talk about it. But look, Energy Web is a great project. I actually did find this project from SSM. I didn't know about it until I started watching his videos, and I did see it. It is a mid-cap gem, guys, so there's a lot of room for growth. Look, whether you believe in this energy crisis or not, and this climate change crisis or not, personally, I don't, but that's a discussion for another day. But whether you believe in all this jargon, doesn't really matter. There's a huge push for climate change, energy zero, carbon zero. It's a big sector with a lot of money invested into it. You guys aren't in crypto to project your opinions. You're in crypto to make money. So arguably, if you're looking for a good energy web project, I think Energy Web Token is one for you guys. So let's have a look at the further comments. So Meta, let's get it up, guys. So Metafluence, I do believe this is one of the projects that Crypto Gains did a byler on over at his Patreon. And whether or not you guys like this Metafluence project, personally, I would stay away from all these metaverse projects. Circulating supply is never good. If you have a look at the markets, it is on PancakeSwap, Gaia, and XC, but guys, you don't need to diversify that much. I do like the idea, don't get me wrong. A metaverse where influencers can all go meet each other. But all these metaverse projects, guys, it's in its early days. We're too early. We're about 10 years off all these metaverse projects having any real utility. They're not all going to do well. Merely because it has meta in the name doesn't mean this is a great metaverse project that will do well. Arguably, these projects don't even have a game out. It's not like the game is out. Maybe you can go buy some land, but that's about it, guys. So that's my opinions on this project. Personally, I think there's better projects for you guys to invest your time in. So personally, I'd stay away from this project. I'm being completely honest and transparent. You don't need any of these projects, guys. So CRBN, let's get this up, guys. CRBN. Carbon, 610K market cap. Wow. 66% in circulating supply. Is this a hidden gem, guys? This may be the next 1000x gem.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, interesting. It sits in the energy field as well.
Let's have a look at this, guys. Carbon, social crypto gaming. Okay,
I'm surprised. I really thought it was an energy token, Internet of Energy with the name Carbon. I'm surprised it's a gaming crypto.
I think this is like a gaming ecosystem. This kind of seems like WASDA. If you guys know what WASDA is, play and earn. You can also play and earn and earn real carbon tokens. Look, it's another play to earn game. What I do like about this, just based off seeing it right now, is the tokenomics. 66% in supply, which is very, very good. I do like to see that, guys, in circulation. It's a low market cap, which means there's a lot of room for growth heading into the next bull run. The thing is, I don't know much about this token. It's another gaming token. How many gaming tokens do we need? But I will have a look at this, my friend. Because the tokenomics are great, the market cap is low, I'll definitely have a second look at this. Stay tuned, guys. We can look at the liquidity, actually. Let's have a look at the liquidity in this project. So CRBN. So, wow. Decent amount of liquidity in this. We're talking about upwards of what? Like 550K?
Yeah.
That's pretty decent, guys. But look, for example, even though this is a low cap gem, right? It is 600K in market cap. Because the liquidity is around 550K, merely on decentralized exchanges. If we would like this project to do 100x your money, it needs $55 million in investment. If you guys believe it could garner that investment, that's your own prerogative. I'm just bringing that aware to you guys. I'm bringing it aware to you guys. It needs $55 million invested into the project for you to get that 100x. Let's move on. I bought it thanks to you, man. You talk about Nakamoto Games. Yeah, it truly is a gem, guys. I'm so bullish on Nakamoto. I got into Nakamoto so early. I was making videos on Nakamoto ages ago, and since my videos, it's done a 3x, guys. A 3x. Isn't that insane?
That's crazy good.
SRK. Journey Crypto is their marketing advisor. Let's have a look, guys. SRK.
Yeah, I spoke about it in an earlier video of mine. Is I think they're based in the Philippines or a Southeast Asian country. Their main utility is to educate the public on cryptocurrencies. The idea is good and is all about, getting crypto publicly out there. I think JRNY is an advisor, because he's had more time in the crypto space. So, and is also a marketing advisor for them. He's been transparent about it. SRK has a good mission. They've got games even on their platform. Apart from games, they have these like university courses to help people understand crypto more. The idea is good. It's just all about adoption for a project like this.
Do you believe it's going to be adopted?
It's shaky, because a lot of people go to YouTube now or Twitter to learn about crypto. So maybe in the last bull run, when a lot of people didn't know about crypto, but now many people move to other platforms to learn about crypto. I don't think it's going to be there for long, except they have some kind of crazy good amount of marketing. So it's just a on and off kind of stuff. Personally, I would look into other projects, but it's a good project. It's a good team, and they have a good mission as well. So yeah,
Okay.
has its potential.
Balanced point of view. It's a very balanced point of view, guys. So if you had to pick between Shop and WODs, okay, what would you pick? So this is a very hard decision because I look at Shopping.io as a micro cap gem, and I look at WODspay as more of a low cap gem. But if I had to pick right now, I wouldn't. Guys, I'm investing into both. I'd put a little bit of money into each. Honestly, the liquidity in Shopping.io is so low that of $6 million, it does 100x. I calculated the 100x for, what was it called? This token he just showed us, I think it was the of Carbon. You guys saw Carbon needed, was it $35 million to do 100x?
55.
$55 million to do that 100x. Shopping.io needs $6 million to do 100x. So you can see the levels. I count that as a microcap gem, guys. I like what WODspay are doing. WODspay really just aim to help with crypto adoption for everyone. You, your mom, your dad, your grandma, your dog, your friend, your neighbor, your girlfriend. They want everyone to use crypto. That's why they're creating these point-of-sale terminals. So I can't pick, my friend. I'm invested into both. I highly recommend you invest your time into researching into both these projects. Whichever you believe will do the best, I recommend investing into that. Because at the end of the day, guys, it doesn't matter what I say. If you guys think a project is absolute nonsense, realistically, you're not going to be able to hold it. You're not going to be able to hold it through the tough winters of a bear market. You're not going to be able to hold it when it retraces. For example, I don't like meta projects. I don't like all these metaverse projects. I don't hold them. If my metaverse project started dipping 20%, retracing 20%, I'm selling it. That's because I don't even believe in the project at all. But you smart people out there, if you believe in the project, you'll hold it. So do your own research. That's what I'd say. Do you have a pick, SSM Crypto? Do you prefer Shopping.io or
I like both of them as well. And there's a third one. I made a video recently, but the three I really like STMX, Shopping.io, and WASPay. WASPay is fairly I'm still doing research on it, and I think I raised an issue with it in terms of its accessibility. So if I had to pick absolutely, I'll pick Shopping.io. Then I also like STMX because they have 80% in circulation and it's just sitting at 57 million. They've paid over $5 million cash back. So it's just like there's nothing to lose when you're using STMX. Just use the platform, you're shopping and you're earning crypto. So it's the first crypto cashback. If you are interested in, getting rewarded in cryptocurrencies for spending, you should also look into STMX as well. It's a great project, even listed on Binance. So
wow, on Binance.
Yeah, it's on Binance. So and it's sitting at 57 million. So if crypto is going to be adopted, if people are going to be using crypto a lot, it gives you discounts, things like that. You can get some items exclusively using their tokens at certain prices. It has a lot of utility in the e-commerce aspect of cryptocurrencies. So I think STMX and shopping are the ones I'll pick. I also like WordPay because I'm all about utility in the crypto space, and I love projects that give utility to other crypto projects as well. And that's what WordPay is doing. They also have interoperability. So Avalanche, different kinds of blockchains. You can enjoy those kind of projects using WorldPay. You can pay with other projects using WorldPay. I like projects like that. The only thing I want WorldPay to do is to make the projects more accessible. Put it on more exchanges, put it on decentralized exchanges, and it can go much more higher.
So guys, personally, I think the fact that WorldPay is on such a little market, it's a benefit for you guys. Let's have a look. Before we look at all your tokens, don't worry guys, we'll get through them all. But before we look at all the tokens, if you understand this, guys, WorldPay is merely on 3 markets: Bitmart, Emrix, and Bitrue. You guys probably haven't even heard of Emrix, right? Not a lot of people utilize these 3 markets. The liquidity is low on WorldPay as well. Meaning, if you guys get into these projects now, before it gets adopted by the masses of the crypto world, before it gets listed on MEXC, Gate.io, Binance, KuCoin, or if you get in now, think about it. Once it gets listed on KuCoin, Binance, and MEXC, it's going to go absolutely parabolic. So the fact that it's only on these 3 markets, I know it's tedious. You have to set up an account and then buy it on there. And it's like you don't even utilize this project at all. You may only use Bitmart for WorldPay, like I do. I only use Bitmart for WorldPay. But I'm getting in early. I'm cementing that early position because once it gets listed, it's going to go absolutely parabolic, guys. So let's have a look, guys. Hi, guys. What do you think of Voxy's ticker symbol, VOXEL? Let's have a look. VOXEL, Voxy's. So it's $25 million in market cap, 35% circulating supply. So wow, Binance and KuCoin,
interesting.
A lot of different pairs as well. That's crazy. So let's have a look at this project idea. It's built on the Polygon chain as well. Okay.
Free
so
to
Voxy's
play.
tactic. 70 million matches played.
Voxy's. Wow. I'm noting that.
So look, typically I don't like NFT projects and gaming projects as a whole. I like a few of them. But based off of what I've seen, based off of the fact that it's $25 million in market cap, it's 35% circulating supply, it's listed on all these markets here, Binance and KuCoin, arguably the 2 best exchanges, this project may be destined for greatness. I don't know much about it, but based off of the investment opportunity, I think it could have some potential. Look, gaming projects as a whole will do very, very well. Don't get me wrong. Gaming projects as a whole will do very, very well in the next bull run. But you need to, let's just say in the simplest way, you don't need to diversify as much as you guys think you need to do. Yes, diversification is good. When I say diversify, I just mean layer 1s, gaming, AI, blockchains, things like that. Diversifying in that aspect is good. Diversifying into several different gaming projects isn't arguably that good. You don't need Gala, Nakamoto, Vulcan Forged, Cryptopolis, Voxys, and many, many more. You don't need that many gaming projects. You're holding too many coins. Think about it, guys. In the next bull run, all these cryptocurrencies are going to go insane. Are you going to be able to manage every single one of these coins? It'll be going insane. It's going to be hard to manage. So look, Voxy may be a great project, but personally, I'm only holding Gala and Nakamoto, guys. Only Gala and Nakamoto in the gaming industry. So what's your thoughts on Voxys based off what you're seeing?
Yeah, so first thing, I need our viewers to understand. Our Seth isn't hating on your project. He's not saying gaming projects are bad. He's saying, or if I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me. You should just do your research, double down on research, and pick great projects. The projects you pick can be a gaming project, it can be an AI project. All you need to do is do serious research and pick the winners. Okay, there are so many people that are interested in gaming projects, and there are so many great gaming projects out there. There are thousands of them, but there are a few great ones. So just do your best. You can let us know if you're interested. If there are good ones, we'll also let you know if they have potential. All you need to do is just pick the right ones that are going to be winners. That's when you see the effect of your 10 to 100x. If you spread it all over, 20 different projects, you will not really enjoy the gains. So to see good gains in crypto, you have to do some research, filter, and then filter again. as much as possible. Try to hold like 3 to 5 projects in it. I think gaming projects are not going to go anywhere anytime soon because people really love these projects. You know, you see Alex Becker, he doesn't tweet much anymore, but once he does, once in a while, he comes in, he says the metaverse and gaming projects are going to be the first real utility for crypto and for crypto projects. Those are the ones that will do well. So I think a lot of people still have big faith in gaming projects. And yeah, I'm going to keep doing, for the sake of my audience, you know, do research on the ones that I believe are going to do well, the ones that are going to be excellent. They are not going to be too much, but yeah, gaming projects aren't bad per se. It's just you need to be careful not to over diversify into them.
Very, very true. I did see a few comments on SSM's live. They weren't coming on my main live thing, so I couldn't see them before. But I saw guys say, what do you guys think about Hello Labs? So let's have a look at Hello Labs real quick, guys. Hello Labs. So is this it? I'm not too sure. I don't think this is what he's talking about. Is this Hello Labs? Let's have a look, guys. Maybe this is it. So we'll review this one. Okay. So it's $3.8 million in market cap, around 50% of supply, which is very, very good. Mainly on Pancake and Gate.io. Wow. Just these two exchanges.
What's the liquidity like?
Let's have a look at the liquidity on the DEX. So, hello.
Hello, that
a million plus, arguably.
Oh.
Okay, it's not too bad. It couldn't. It's a lot of liquidity. If this can garner that investment.
What are they doing? Say hello. Another gaming crypto.
Another game. Another gaming crypto. Yes, guys.
Oh my God.
This is what I'm going to tell you guys.
Do you think all these gaming cryptos are going to explode? Guys, just find. I'm not saying gaming cryptos are bad. Please let me make that very clear. I'm saying that gaming, even if a gaming project is good, is not. Don't force situation. Don't marry ideas or marry narratives. Follow the money. Look at what is trending. Look at I've been saying it. I even made a video on it. Look at narratives. Look at what's getting social engagements. Okay, gaming had its own hype, especially after Mark Zuckerberg, you know, changed Facebook to Meta. We saw a lot of metaverse projects popping up. When Elon Musk was always tweeting about Dogecoin, we saw a lot of Inu projects popping up. Does anyone still talk about Inu projects? No. Right now, people are still seriously attached to gaming and metaverse projects. You don't need to be so emotionally attached to these projects. I'm not saying they are bad. They can be great. But make sure you follow the narrative. Ultimately, you're here to make money, and ultimately, we're here to make sure you're financially free. So make sure you pay attention to what blockchain is doing and how blockchain can make it better. Look at AI. AI is a trend because people are seeing how useful it is. There's a lot of social engagement. If you were paying attention to that, instead of just, you know, being narrowed vision on only gaming projects, you would have been on a lot of money by now. You'll have gotten, you know, your 10 to 100x because you are not married to one particular narrative. So pay attention. Look at what's going to pop up next. Is it quantum computing? Is it security? Is it going to be decentralized social media? Even if it's gaming, be sure we're going to cover them. We're going to cover them and let you know, okay, gaming cryptos are on the rise again. The metaverse projects are on the rise again. These are the projects you should be looking into because they are doing great. They've been doing great for a long time. But if I'm not seeing that narrative being played out at the moment, I'm not going to, you know, be jumping exclusively into gaming projects. Because I'm saying this because a lot of you guys seem to be solely interested in gaming projects. And I'm not a financial advisor, but, you know, as a friend, I'm going to tell you that try as much as possible to keep an open mind. Not just in crypto, is going to give you a lot of success. Keep an open mind in everything that you do.
Yeah, I completely agree. And guys, what I want you to understand is a project like Hello, this may be a great gaming project, but there's so many gaming projects out there. For this project to get 100x, it needs to garner $100 million in investment. Yes, $100 million for you guys to get that 100x. The only people with that amount of money to invest into a singular project are institutions. So does this project cater to institutions? You need to ask yourself that question. If it doesn't, it's very, very unlikely it's going to do that 100x because it's very, very hard for it to garner that $100 million in investment. So that's the thing about gaming projects. There's so many of these gaming projects out there, but it's going to be very, very hard for them all to garner that institutional investment to fly to the absolute moon. So guys, remember, you don't need to diversify into too many different gaming projects. A few of them are fine. Pick some solid projects. I'm sure you guys will be fine in Explorer. So what about UFO gaming? We'll get through some of these comments, guys. I know a lot of you guys are commenting. I'll have a look at UFO gaming in a second. No coin market cap didn't update. I had a look, my friend. If you can send me the real circulating supply of that project, then we'll have a look at it. So what about AI project like CQT? We'll have a look at that in a second. Yes, the Philippines are right. Alpha Zero, Alpha and KDA coins. So have a look at that too. What's your take on Navi? Is there a way to pay less fees when purchasing on Uniswap? That was one of the things that put me off investing in Sharp. We'll talk about that in a second. Remember, guys, I'm seeing all these comments, so just be patient. We'll get through them all in a second. So let's have a look back to the comments we're looking at. So have you guys heard of Kita Network, KTR, on public pre-sale right now? No, I haven't heard of it. Let's have a look at it really quick. KTR, crypto. It's on a pre-sale right now.
Yeah, from what you say.
So what is this project idea? You could update me, send me a link maybe. Be greatly appreciated, my friend, because right now I'm in the blank. I don't know what this project is. I don't know what it has to offer. If you guys are in my free Telegram group, you can tell me, send a link over there. I'll go have a look and I'll get it up on the screen. So what about UFO gaming? So do you have any thoughts on UFO gaming crypto? Some crypto.
Yeah. I was very interested in that project in 2021. You know, especially during the metaverse hype. I think it's a great one. It has a lot of utility because it doesn't just focus. It has variety, and I'm always an advocate for that. UFO gaming is an interesting one. It's just I'm a little bit detached from gaming projects, but to be honest, I'm going to start looking more into gaming projects now for the sake of my viewers and my audience. You know, if you guys really want gaming projects, I'll look for the good ones and put them on your radar. UFO is a good one.
Yeah, you know, UFO seems fine. All the tokens in circulation. One of the main problems of gaming cryptocurrencies was the tokenomics. The tokenomics in UFO gaming seem fine. Again, it's just whether or not you think it will garner that institutional investment to go to the absolute moon. We know Gala's garnering that institutional investment. Gala's been buying out mobile studios. Gala Film, Gala Music, Gala Film is creating films of Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Mark Wahlberg. So you can see they have that institutional backing. They have all that money garnered to be able to do all these different things. Whether or not these projects have that institutional investment or backing is another question itself. So yes, I can see your messages. No, CMC didn't update. What about AI projects like CQT? We'll have a look at it, my brother. CQT. Covalent. We'll get this up in a second. So Covalent, 50% in circulating supply, $66 million in market cap. Okay, that's very, very good. Let's have a look at the markets real quick. Kraken, wow, it's very, very hard to get onto Kraken. KuCoin as well, so very, very easy to buy, and a DEX as well. The liquidity is very, very spread for this project, which I do like. It's not just merely relying on one, centralized exchange for liquidity. So one unified API, 1 billion possibilities. So it's an API bringing visibility to billions of Web3 data points. 60 plus blockchain supported. So the absolute richest blockchain data API on the internet. Okay, wow, it's a big claim. So what do they have? Let's see, crypto wallet interference, NFT gallery, GameFi dashboard, DeFi taxation tool, and custom D app. So I've never seen this project before, guys, and I know so many different crypto projects. I probably know about 700 different coins, guys. So what is this project? In its simplest form, can we get a simple answer? The industry-leading unified API bringing visibility to billions of Web3. So I guess it's a Web3 project. I don't know much about it. I'll try and do some research into this project and let you know about it. If you put this into my free Telegram group, then I can get back to you very, very easily. But based off of what I can see, tokenomics are fine. Low in market cap. It's on some good markets. Kraken's a very, very hard market to get onto as well. So again, a little bit of bullish signals there. That's all I can say about this project. I don't know it too much.
Yeah, it looks interesting. And it also looks like a project that would cater to institutional adoption. Yeah, I'll look into it as well.
Yeah. ALF and KDA coins. Let's have a look at this, guys. ALF. So I can spell this right. ALEPH. So I assume you mean this project right here. So it's 49% in circulation. It's $19 million in market cap. Again, let's have a quick look. Coinbase. It's very random. Coinbase, KuCoin, Uniswap, PancakeSwap. Okay. It's diversified on several different markets. So look at this project idea really quick. So cloud computing for DeFi and Web3 simplified. Allow your blockchain-enabled app to securely access trusted off-chain data or computation for a couple lines of code. So I guess simplicity is their main idea. So it's cloud computing for DeFi. So there's a lot of different projects out there that deal with storage and data. For example, Cross Network, Stratos, Filecoin, and many, many more. So whether or not this project will do very, very well, I don't know. I haven't done any research into this project. But again, my friend, I'll have a second look at this in my own time. Don't worry. KDA, Kadena. So this is a good segue. Good segue. Guys, if you guys aren't already subscribed to Crypto Gem Hunters, I highly recommend you do. There's people on Crypto Gem Hunters who love Kadena. They have several videos on Kadena. They're experts in their field. So go look at them, not me. They know Kadena off by heart, every single detail about the project. Do you have any thoughts, SSM?
Yeah, I think you should do the same. They should. I also think they should do that. Crypto Goes, I think, is really into Cardano, and he has made several good videos on it. So you guys should make sure you check him out. Check out the Crypto Gem Hunters. Subscribe to all of their partners, and yeah, if you'd really like to know more about Cardano and our thoughts on it, watch those videos.
So let's have a look at the next one, Atlas Navi. So I had a few people tell me about Atlas Navi. There's a few people whinging about Atlas Navi in my Telegram group and in my chat. So it is 10% in supply, actually less than 10% in supply, which isn't good. The tokenomics aren't the best, guys. You guys know the tokenomics are very, 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 very important. Very important, guys. $3 million in market cap. Right, the markets is mainly KuCoin, KIO, and Hotbit. But again, tokenomics, guys. You guys know this now. If you guys are avid watchers of my live stream, SSM's videos, my videos too, you know that tokenomics dictate a lot of different things. Investors aren't going to invest into projects where 97% or 95 or 93% of the tokens still need to be released. I know it's a low cap gem, which gives it a bit more time. That's why we can get away with 20% in circulation with low cap gems. But 7%, 10%, it's very, very low, guys. Dilution may be a problem. I'm not comfortable investing into projects where they have to release 90% of the tokens. I thought you guys liked decentralization. It was one of the most important things in crypto. These people are in control. They may say they're going to bring out these tokens very, very slowly over a long period of time. However, they could change their opinion and just dump all the tokens on you guys, and you guys will lose all your money. That's one of the main reasons why circulating supply is very, very important. With Bitcoin, it's an algorithm. There is no one in charge. It's releasing X amount of tokens. It's halving X amount of tokens. It's doing it all by itself. However, with these low cap gems, there's a degree of centralization, which I don't like. So remember, guys, circulating supply is very, very important. Can you check UFI? UFI. Guys, we're going to try and get through all these cryptocurrencies, but we don't want to just keep reviewing every single one of these cryptocurrencies. You guys already know I'm going to make a list of all these projects, and the next live stream we can touch upon a few of them. So this is a low cap gem. Circulating supply is decent, 42% in supply. PancakeSwap, Uniswap, Garo, Balaxy. So have a look at the project idea. It's very, very important for a lot of different cryptocurrencies. Right, the only gateway for onboarding institutional money to DeFi. The only gateway for onboarding.
That's an interesting claim.
It's a very interesting claim, guys. Whether or not that is true, you know, it's all your own opinion. It's a low cap gem. Personally, guys, another DeFi project. I don't think you need to diversify that much. I know, look, I understand. A lot of you guys are looking for that 1000x gem. I understand, guys. Don't get me wrong. I was in your situation once. I was looking for that 1000x gem. But once you're a crypto for a very long time, you know it's pretty much impossible to guarantee that 1000x gem. You can get as close to 1000x as you can by utilizing low liquidity projects. That's my video I made on my YouTube channel. I discussed these low liquidity projects that could 1000x. But these projects, I'm not invested into, guys. I'm never going to recommend them to anyone. I'm going to be completely honest. So let's have a look. Is there a way to pay less fees when purchasing on Uniswap? That was one of the things that put me off investing in Shop. So because it's mainly on a DEX, Shopping.io is mainly on a DEX. It's mainly on a decentralized exchange, guys. As well, the liquidity is low in Shopping.io, meaning it could absolutely fly to the moon. But because the liquidity is low, price impact is going to be a problem. So you're trying to put in $1,000 into Shopping.io right now, The price impact may be very, very high. You may lose some of that initial investment, which I obviously don't like. As well, the liquidity is low. As well, it's on the Ethereum chain, so Ethereum fees are also higher. So again, guys, there's no way of getting around this. This is just one of the main things you're gonna have to deal with, especially investing into low liquidity projects that happen to be only on a DEX. So not much you can do about it, my friend. I'm very, very sorry that it's gonna steer you away from the investment. Hi, Seth. Hi, guys. I'm from Brazil. Hello, guys. Hi, Seth. How are you, buddy? Can you let us know about Bitcoin? Will Bitcoin come around to 15.5K again? What's your thoughts about that, SSM?
To be honest, I doubt that, because I think Bitcoin is still going to go low. Honestly speaking, I think we might still see some kind of correction. Right now, we are moving sideways. If I thought the bulls win this battle, 25K tops. That's my personal opinion. But there's going to be some kind of retracement, in my personal opinion, because of how quickly we moved up. Lots of people got liquidated, millions of dollars lost. So it's not really, Bitcoin's behavior right now is just so erratic, because nobody really knows what it's planning to do. We seem to be holding the line at 23K. For now, we are moving sideways, but I think we're going to go down. The reason why I don't think we'll go to 15K in particular is because a lot of people are not planning to make the same mistake twice. For a long time, we're ranging between 15K and 16K, but everyone was calling lower. Everyone was calling for 12K. And mind you, this was with crazy events like FTX collapse, Genesis filing for bankruptcy, so much bad news, but Bitcoin was a bit resilient. So if you see the crowd shouting for prices like 12K, or if you find the price eager for prices like 15K, there will surely be people who want to front run you. There will surely be people who are comfortable getting in earlier, because I made a video about it a long time ago. You believe Bitcoin would go to 70K, and Bitcoin is sitting at a price of 17K. Yeah, waiting for Bitcoin to go 10% lower. It doesn't make sense. 17K to 70K has more upside than losing 17K to 15K. So many people are able to see that. Some smart people are able to see that potential. Like, I'm not going to wait for a 10% dip and miss out on a 5x gain, especially if I'm investing in it for the fundamentals. So what I would recommend, as again, is to dollar cost average, to even out your entry position. If you are really waiting for Bitcoin to go down, you can wait for it to go maybe to 20K, but I wouldn't wait for a number like, you will never be able to time the bottom perfectly. You just have to have a good entry position and a good exit strategy.
I completely agree, guys. This is the brutal honesty here regarding Bitcoin. You should have already been DCing. After the FTX crash, that was awful, guys. Bitcoin absolutely dumped. And you should have thought to yourself, I should be DCing. Guys, guess what I did? During the FTX situation, I shorted Bitcoin and I made a lot of money because I know what I'm doing. But if you guys that don't know what you're doing, maybe you have a day job, maybe you don't have a lot of time, you need to be DCing. DCA is very, very important. You guys had this time here, all this time here to buy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
All this time here, right? So I don't really appreciate the comments coming in here and saying, is Bitcoin going to go back to 15.5K? I understand, right? You may have a lot to do. You may have a full-time job. I can sit at my desk all day and I can analyze the charts. But look, all I'm going to say, the best advice to you guys is DCA. DCA, especially if you don't have a lot of time on your hands. It doesn't matter what the price of Bitcoin is. Look, Bitcoin's in its early days. It's not at 60K right now, is it? You're still going to be looking at some good gains. Yeah, you could get in at 20% lower or 10% lower. That's 10% or 20%. You're looking for that 4x of Bitcoin in the next bull run. So DCA, that's the only advice I'm going to give you guys. DCA. I bought a huge bag into Bitcoin after the FTX situation. A huge bag, because I knew, right, that arguably that is the lowest Bitcoin is going to get to. Some people believe that Bitcoin's going to get to 2K. Yes, some people believe that Bitcoin is going to get to 2K. And they're the same people that believe Bitcoin is going to get to 3K and 4K. Look, people want to buy at a lower price, but your greed is getting in the way. You have a clouded judgment, guys. It doesn't matter if you DCA. Okay, I'm DCAing at 15K. I'm DCAing at 17K. If Bitcoin goes to 2K, I'm still DCAing. If Bitcoin's at 20K and it retraces slightly, I'm still DCAing. It doesn't really matter, guys. DCA is important. That's the takeaway. That is the takeaway for Bitcoin, guys. DCA. That's all I'm going to say to you guys. Covalent, we had a second look at that. Good morning, friends. Good morning, Crypto Cash. Hi, guys.
Hello.
What's up, docs? Hello, Soulstar. GNY is close to an AI 100x, as you'll find. Close to an AI 100x. Let's have a look at it, guys. GNY. So it's $5 million in market cap. It's up 37% today. So, is it not going to 100x? He's saying it's going to 100x in the future. So again, tokenomics don't seem too bad. Let's have a look at the markets real quick. PancakeSwap, Uniswap, SushiSwap. Big DEX, I can see. Seems to be spread onto EXMO for some reason. I don't know if anyone even knows what that is or utilizes it. I don't know what it is. Let's have a look at the project idea very, very quickly. Remember, guys, now that AI is a trend, we're going to see a lot of AI cryptocurrencies come out. And a lot of these AI cryptocurrencies are going to have zero utility. They're going to promise you the world. They're going to promise you that their AI technology is going to revolutionize everything. But what you need to ask yourself is, how long has this project been around for? Was this around before ChatGPT? Has this been here for years? Have they actually delivered on what they said they were going to do? Or is this just all fad and nonsense? Because remember, guys, you don't need to diversify that much, even in the AI field. Have a few AI cryptocurrencies. Maybe you like Matrix AI. Maybe you like CTI. Maybe you like Viot. I got a 26x my money on Viot because I know what I'm doing. Maybe you like Singularity Net. I got a 4x my money on Singularity Net. Again, I know what I'm doing. So just choose a few different AI cryptocurrencies. You don't need to diversify into all these different projects. Machine learning predictions for crypto trades. So my honest opinion, guys, is this won't do too well. Anything that aims to predict the market for crypto traders aren't going to do too well. Realistically, guys, realistically, if this project could predict the market and can guarantee you an income, everyone would use it. This project would be the biggest project in the world. Everyone would be talking about it and everyone would be utilizing it. Just because it says machine learning, just because it says AI doesn't mean it's going to promise anything, guys. You guys are intelligent. You know this.
Yeah.
CryptoSec, check Plasma Finance. We'll have a quick look at Plasma Finance. We have so many comments to go through, guys. We'll have a quick read of these comments, and then we'll go back up to Plasma Finance. So I'm buying Netnelo coin. It's aimed at the agricultural segment with physical ballast. Could you take a look? We'll have a look in a second. My 3K became 52K in UFO gaming in 2020 or 2021, I think. That's very, very good. Gala la 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 la. Seth, next 30x gem in Hyperchain X, please check. We'll have a look.
Yeah.
You think Gala will go down more? Honestly, Gala could see a retracement. But again, I've been DCAing to Gala for a long time. Remember, guys, DCA is key. I've got my nice 2.6x on Gala games. I've been in Gala for a very long time. Brother, I am persistent, but I have a feeling with Solid's AI pre-public sale. I asked on Telegram and someone besides myself would investigate. Possibly big play. Thanks, bro. We'll have a look into it, guys. Hyperchain X. Don't worry. We'll go through all these in a second, guys.
It's been on it for a while. The Hyperchain X. We'll go through it. So don't worry.
Future of Bollinger bands. Okay, my friend. DYP. When do you guys predict the next bull run to be? We can answer this question right now. When do you predict the next bull run to be, SSM?
Me, personally, early 2024 or late 2023. That's what I believe personally. I still feel I don't want to be a bear. I'm not really bearish on the entire crypto because I'm excited about a lot of projects. But I still feel like, regulators are still going to come. And with all of the CBDC, there's going to be a lot of competition for crypto. The governments wouldn't want cryptos to be in their way. So I feel like regulators are still coming. It's one of the reasons why I'm looking into commodities versus securities, and it's why I like projects that like Litecoin and stuff like that. So I still feel like we haven't seen all of the beatings yet. I still feel like maybe late 2023 and early 2024 is when we would have found a good footing.
Yeah, I completely agree. My advice to you guys is, why do you want to know when the next bull run will be? You guys have time. You have time. Trust me, you have time. We have this whole of 2023 to accumulate, at least. This is at least. Obviously, we have much more time. The bull run isn't now. Arguably, it's in a few years. So you guys have time to accumulate. Get your mind out the gutter. Don't even think about when the next bull run is. Find projects that you love, find projects that you believe in, and start accumulating. It's the most important thing. I could talk about the next bull run all day. We can speculate all this nonsense, but again, we're talking about years down the line. It's not now. Focus on projects now. Focus on accumulating now, and I guarantee you'll be successful in the next bull run.
Yeah, I made a shot on that. Just accumulate. There are lots of great projects out there that are going to be dead cheap. And I think you made a very important point, Seth, earlier when you were talking about an AI project. Guys, be very wary of projects that pop up now to chase trends. There are many good projects out there that are constantly building, that have been building before this mini rally that we are seeing right now. Those are already great projects. You don't need to jump into new ones. They're already established ones that have been that are just waiting for the opportunity to shine. So you just do some research and find out the team's track record. Those are the ones that you should be accumulating and investing in if you believe they're going to do very well. If in the next bull run, those ones are going to absolutely explode.
Check Hyperchain X. Don't worry, guys. I saw the comment on SSMs as well. We'll go through Hyperchain X. Don't worry, we will. There's a lot of comments. We're just going to read through them. Then we're going to go back up to Soulstar's comment and go through all the gems. So, yes, King Seth and King SM, could you briefly go to Etherscan and walk through pros and cons that addresses the holders 80% of the tokens via token server? Definitely, we'll go through that all. I'll give you guys some tips. So check BTR Fly, we will. Check Hyperchain, we will. Don't worry, guys. I know you guys are very eager for us to check Hyperchain. Seth the Hokage, I believe you mentioned ITGR does not let you purchase from USA. Are you still bullish on this project? I'll let you guys know in a second. Final call for GNY. Last orders of the bar, gentlemen, please. For the 8pay token, please. Etherscan 8% holder. Check the addresses via token sniffer. Should we be accumulating now? I believe we should be accumulating now, guys. You should have already started accumulating, in my opinion. If you have 10K now and you're the only allowed to invest into one project, which would it be? If you're dealing with 10K, in my opinion, you should put that into Quant.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Quant.
Quant is my favorite high cap as well. I believe 100 Quant token is all you need to become a millionaire, because I really love that project. I strongly believe it should reach $10,000 per token. But that's just my opinion anyway. Right now, I believe it should be up to $1,000. And recently, another project I really like, I think I mentioned it to you earlier today, is Polygon Matic. Man, those people, they are making lots of great partnerships, and it's also a high cap gem. Why I like high cap gems is because they give you the opportunity to grow in a slow and steady manner. It's not too risky, but they also have the potential for growth. Just further down the line, you might have to wait a bit longer. You might have to wait 4 to 6 years. But projects like Quant, projects like Polygon Matic, projects like Litecoin, you know that, okay, these projects can do very well in the long term without too much of a risk on my investment. So yeah, it's going to be between Polygon and Quant. I just realized how awesome Disney, Reddit, Starbucks all partnered with Polygon Matic. If we're going to, there's rumors now, Amazon, they're also showing a lot of interest in crypto at the moment, with NFTs at the moment. What do you think they're going to use? I'm going to place my bet on Polygon Matic. Why? Because Ethereum is great. Everyone loves Ethereum. It's just too slow and it's just too expensive. So how do we enjoy Ethereum? How do we enjoy the benefits of Ethereum without paying, with our limbs, without paying with our kidney? Is Polygon Matic. Polygon makes it easy to enjoy everything about Ethereum, but at a faster rate and a cheaper price. So yeah, Polygon is definitely a high cap you should look into. I don't know when Ethereum would become, cheap. I don't know when its proof of stake will make it faster. In the meantime, a lot of people are going to build on Polygon, in my opinion.
Yeah, I completely agree. But to answer the question, Quant, Matic is great, guys. All you guys that believe all this FUD and nonsense about how Ethereum is going away, it's going to be replaced because there's better blockchains out there. Look, there's too much money in Ethereum. Realistically, guys, no one is going to be moving off of Ethereum anytime soon. You got Matic helping with the scaling of Ethereum. It's a lot of different cryptocurrencies which need to help. There's too many projects relying on Ethereum. But guys, I do want to say one thing. I saw this comment here. Love the way you guys give advice that actually works in crypto. I appreciate this. I know Crypto
Thanks.
SSM appreciates this too. But this is just a segue, guys, because over at the Patreon, we have a buy alert coming out within the week, guys. I'm not going to say the exact day, within a week. And you guys know how these buy alerts go. We've seen these buy alerts go crazy. The buy alert starts over at the elite tier and the VIP tier. But if you like to get in early, obviously the boss tier. Right, but guys, don't be the one to miss out. I know all of you guys complain. How can I not get in early to these gems? I know they're going crazy. You've told us about all these gems. It's gone insane. It's the Patreon where it's happening, guys. But anyways, I don't want to talk about this too much because we have a lot of gems to now go through, guys. So let's go through all these gems. Let's go all the way back up to Solstar's comment. So check Plasma Finance. Let's have a look at Plasma Finance. Plasma Finance.
I think I've heard of it a long time ago. Let me. Yeah.
So
it looks familiar.
15% in supply, $1 million in market cap. Okay. So the best. Mainly on Uniswap and Bitrex. So this is not the best, but Uniswap is where all the liquidity is going to be in this project. I guarantee.
And it has just 12% in circulation. It's not looking too good, in my opinion.
Yeah. Like I said before, guys, tokenomics is so important. So important, guys. Let's have a look at the liquidity real quick. So, wow, very low liquidity in this project. I'm going to keep an eye on this, guys. Very low liquidity. So, again, this could absolutely fly if it gets adopted. If it gets adopted. The Web3 state of Crypto Nation. So, I don't know what this project is, my friend. However, I will have a second look into this because it doesn't seem too bad in terms of liquidity. It's so low. This could be 1,000x gem. You never know. The liquidity is low. But the tokenomics, guys, aren't the best. So
it's an aggregator. It's an aggregator, I think. Cross-chain DeFi. Aggregators, they look at different prices from different exchanges and try to give you the best one. So I think it's just another DeFi platform. Its use case would be lower trading fees. I think the main challenge with a project like this might be adoption. What do you think?
And competition.
Yeah, what?
And competition as well. How many aggregators are there?
Yeah, exactly.
Do we need another one?
Yeah, exactly. So maybe there's more to it. I'll also look into it as well.
CQT. Let's have a look at CQT, guys. Guys, I have a new requirement. So we're going to look at these. We've already looked at this, guys. But there's a new requirement. I'm going to look at these projects. If the tokenomics are absolutely dog wash, if the tokenomics are 5%, 2%, then I'm not going to review it on this live stream today because, again, it's going to be very, very hard for it to have any adoption if the tokenomics are absolutely terrible. So that's going to be a new requirement, guys. So remember, look for quality coins. So let's have the next comment. NLC, aimed at the agricultural segment. So that's good. We had Dimitra.
Yeah, I like agriculture. People need to eat.
Exactly,
Exactly.
Dimitra was one of the buy alerts over on my Patreon. We made some good gains on Dimitra. So Nalor token, is it this one here? So the market cap and the circulating supply is not listed, which isn't the best. Obviously, guys, you guys already know those two are two important information we need. So it says circulating supply self-reported at 30, is that 37%? Yeah, 37% circulating supply, $1 million in market cap. Merely on PancakeSwap. Wow. So what's the liquidity in this project? Let's have a look at the liquidity, guys.
Let's see.
58K. Wow, that's very, very low. So what's this project idea? So
I think it's from Brazil.
It's not even in English, guys. Nolo coin, Nolo token, Voltado para o English.
Yeah, it's in Brazil. It's a Brazil coin. It gives rewards based on real profits and an agricultural business token with multiple farms under management. So yeah, I think a project like this is too, I'm not an international expert. I don't know how the agricultural market is in Brazil. So I'm not in any position to give a good judgment on how this project will do because I don't know what the weather is like there. I don't know what the soil is like there. I don't know about a project that would rely on how farmers in a South American country is doing. So maybe I can look into it a bit more and come back and let you know about it later. For now, it's not just a project I would be investing into.
So guys, based off what I've seen, it's in a good industry. Seems to be solely related to cattle. I don't understand why they need the blockchain. Is it for data transfer? Why is the blockchain necessary in a project like this? You need to be careful because a lot of projects just have a token, and the token is utilized just to make them some quick money, a quick buck. Now they rug pull the project, take all the liquidity, but the liquidity isn't even high in this project. So we'll have a second look at this, my brother. So finally, Hyperchain X. Let's have a look at this, guys.
Let me just say, it doesn't look too good. I went through it earlier.
So wow, tokenomics don't look the best. So market cap is self-reported and very, very low. Nearly on PancakeSwap and Bitmart. Most of the liquidity is over at PancakeSwap. Let's have a quick check of the liquidity in this project before we get to the project idea. So we have a look. So it's 152K. So it's very, very, it's in that mid-range in terms of low cap gems. So look at the project idea. Enter. This is a gaming project. To bridge the gap between blockchain and gaming, NFTs and blockchains of the future, we're Hyperchain providing a tailored NFT marketplace and gaming platform built by gamers for gamers. So what I am going to say about this, guys, is that we have about 1,000 different NFT bridges that bridge in gaming and blockchain. There are too many of them out there. We have some great ones like Altura. Altura is an amazing project, guys. So again, I think people only adopt projects like this because they're looking for that quick buck. I'm not saying this project isn't good on the project side. However, solely based off the tokenomics, it's not great. I can't see myself investing into a project where the tokenomics are this bad. But again, guys, put this in our Telegram groups. SSM will be starting a Telegram group soon. I'm going to make sure of that. So put these in our Telegram groups and we can look at them further there. So my 3K became 52K in UFO gaming 2020 or 2021, I think. That's very, very good, my friend.
Congrats. Congrats, man.
Gala,
another great one.
Gala's great. Seth, next 36 gems, Hyperchain, please check. Look, my friend, the liquidity is 250K. So if you want that 330X for this project, $7.5 million needs to be invested into it. I'm not saying it can't get that 7.5. 7.5 is nothing, guys. I can put $7.5 million into Hyperchain. But whether or not you think it's going to get that adoption to even garner that investment, that's another question. People are going to be looking for the top of the line, bridges for NFT and gaming. Look, social learning theory, right? In psychology, you guys should know this. People are going to follow the flock. If everyone uses Altura, everyone's going to use Altura. If your friend uses Altura, you're going to use Altura. If the companies use Altura, everyone's going to use Altura. You may use Hyperchain X, but is everyone going to use Hyperchain X? So people are going to invest into it? I don't think so, guys. There's too many gaming projects out there.
Personally, I think Altura is a solid alternative because Altura is also a low cap gem. So I think Altura does what HyperX claims to be doing, but without the tax and transaction fees like that. It's catered to creators and gamers as well. So you should look into Altura, my friend. Maybe you like that as well. Hello.
Yeah, completely agree. So will Gala retrace or will Gala go down more? So regarding Gala, you may not like this, but you should have already been DCAing into Gala. Guys, you need to DCA. I'm going to stress the importance of this again. DCA is important. But again, guys, they did do a nice 2.6x. We've seen some nice retracements. This was an entry point. You could have gotten hit. Went up a little bit more from that point. Could have been about 10% returns on your investment. But look, guys, whether or not it will retrace, in my opinion, doesn't really matter. It's $352 million in market cap. Pretty much everyone is predicting Gala to reach upwards of $10 billion plus in market cap. So even if you get in now, you're still looking at some good gains. Remember, guys, don't go be chasing that 1,000x. If Gala reaches $10 billion from this current point, right, it's $352 million in market cap. You still talk about a 28x or 30x your money with Gala games. So there's still some good money to be made. But if I'm being honest, Bitcoin is up right now. We're going to see Bitcoin go down. We're going to see Bitcoin retrace. Maybe look for an entry point in the moment Bitcoin retraces.
And I just want to add something to that quickly. I'm noticing a lot of interest in Gala Games. It's a great project, but many people are investing in it, hoping it would go up. So I just want to, put in a little bit of lecture into that, because you should look when you're investing in a project, you're excited about it. you have to also pay attention to why you believe Gala games would go up. Don't just say you're excited about Gala because it's one of the top gaming projects. Is there any reason in particular that people are so much interested? It's a great project. I know why I believe Gala token will go up, but I would also appreciate. I want my audience. I want them to have that good practice. They should know why a project would go up, because they have to be able to understand that a good project is what will bring in investors. So don't just be excited because everybody is excited about it. You should know that Gala is doing a lot of amazing things. They also have Gala films, they have Gala music. They give a lot of power to the creators. There's a lot of variety. There are different ways you can earn with it. Those are all good reasons. So don't just be excited for the sake of excitement. Have that conviction. That is the conviction that would allow you to stay in the project long enough to give you the gains that you are actually hoping and dreaming for. So just a point that I would like you guys to note.
So yeah, I completely agree. And what SM is saying essentially is do your own research, guys. I may say Gala game is good, but who cares what I think? Who cares what SSM thinks? Right, go do your own research. If you guys believe in these projects, you're more likely to hold them. If you guys think the projects are absolutely dog water, it's unlikely you're going to hold the projects. So again, remember, guys, do your own research. Let's go through the comments again. We have so many comments to get through, guys.
A lot.
So, brother, I'm persistent, but I have a feeling that Solidus AI pre-public pre-sale. I asked on the Telegram if someone besides myself would investigate, possibly big play. No problem, my brother. We'll investigate that over at the Telegram. So, GNY AI predictor. Again, my friend, any AI predictor, whether or not it'll do well, it's 50-50. I don't think it'll do well because if it really did work, everyone would use it, guys. So DYP, 92% in circulation. Wow.
That's nice.
Okay, $5 million in market cap. KuCoin, Coinbase, and Uniswap. Wow, that's some good section of exchanges there. I do like this.
Honestly.
What's the project idea, guys? So embrace the future. How do you pronounce this? Dipius is a powerful decentralized ecosystem with a focus on scalability, security, global adoption to next generation infrastructure.
Is it the layer 1 blockchain?
I don't believe it's a layer 1. I think it's layer 2. Let's find out.
They have a neat website. It's an interesting project.
Their partners, Chainlink, Coinbase, Huobi, KuCoin, Outlet. Again, what does partners really even mean at the end of the day? So again, this project does seem decent, my friend. I can't really do much research on the stream right now because, again, we have a lot of comments to get through. But solely based off of what I can see, low market cap, great tokenomics, great markets, arguably this project could do very, very well in the next bull run. So let's have a look at the all-time highs. So $16 million. So it hasn't really been tested. The next bull run, maybe when this project takes off, who knows? When do you guys predict the next bull run to be? I think we covered that, didn't we?
Yeah, we covered that earlier.
So B Pro. Let's get this up, guys. $11 million in market cap, 100% in circulation. Quick look at the markets. KuCoin, Uniswap, Gay.io. Okay, some good markets. Let's have a look at this project idea, guys. Web3 bounty network for open source development. So organizations manage their decentralized development. Bounties, managing disputes and rewards collaboration using smart contracts to handle payments. So it's a payment-related cryptocurrency to do with decentralized apps. I think that's what it is. So again,
no, go on.
I don't know much about this project. I don't think me and SSM have ever seen this project before. But it does look like a unique project idea. Maybe it could do well. We'll have to do some further research into it. But based on what we can see, guys, low market cap, great tokenomics, good markets. Any thoughts, SSM?
Yeah, I'm also looking into it. It has an interesting idea. BPro is a code as a service with its own code base for gaming DeFi. It manages disputes in the network, participate in it, and earn the token rewards by curating the system and providing development resources. Is it a code-based crypto project? Autonomous project? Yeah, it looks interesting. I'm going to delve deeper into this. It's on KuCoin too. That's a good exchange. And Uniswap. and
Yeah.
it's already got 100% in circulation. Yeah,
Hmm.
this is an interesting project. It
Decent.
certainly has a unique idea. Whether or not it's going to be useful, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Crypto projects shouldn't exist for the sake of existing. They should add some kind of value. So even if they have a use case, does it need to be on the blockchain? So yeah, those are some questions you should ask. They shouldn't just exist for the sake of existing. The blockchain has to make it better. If we need more privacy, if we need more decentralization, if we need strong security, then it's being on the blockchain, we can see it's generating demand. I'm going to look into it. It seems to be doing something interesting. I'm going to see whether or not what it's doing can generate demand being on the blockchain.
Very, very true. Guys, everyone in this live stream, drop a subscribe to my channel, drop a subscribe to SSM's channel and Gem Hunter's channel, guys. If you guys would like more content from us, more honest reviews of your different projects you guys are telling us, exclusive things as well. If you guys are Patreon members, these pilots are going crazy. The Patreon's down below. It speaks for itself. Again, guys, drop a sub and a like on this live stream, especially to SSM's channel, guys. He puts a lot of work into his videos, guys. He needs to have that reward. He puts a lot of time in, guys.
Thanks.
So, yes, King Seth and King SSM. Guys, it's Michael over at my Patreon. Could you briefly go to Etherscan and walk through pros and cons of that address that holds 80% of tokens via token sniffer? So, we can have a look. I think I know what you're referring to. You're referring to 8pay. So 8pay is a great project, guys. But again, every single project has a downside. There's no project that doesn't have a downside. You can get as close to perfection as possible, but again, every project has something wrong with it. So we have a look at 8pay. So, okay, let's get this up. I highly recommend, guys, you can run a project through a token sniffer very, very simply to check a few different things. It's a very, very quick way of understanding a few different things about a project. It's very, very simple to do. You merely copy the contract address right here, click to copy. You go into Token Sniffer, you post it in, and you look at a few different pieces of information regarding a cryptocurrency. For example, the owner wallet contains less than 5% of the supply. They hold about 0.04% of the supply, which is great. You don't want the owner wallet holding all the tokens. All other holders possess less than 5% of the circulating token supply, which is great again, which means no one is holding 20% of the supply. I'm not holding 10% of the supply. Lower than 5% is being held by everyone that does hold cryptocurrency. There is adequate liquidity. There's adequate initial liquidity. At least 95% of the liquidity is burnt a lot for 15 days. That isn't the case. But again, that's not as big as a problem. Burn and lock, yes, I understand it's a problem, but not as big as one. I can look past that. I can close my eyes right now and not pay attention to that. The owner wallet contains less than 5% of the liquidity, and the creator wallet contains less than 5% of the liquidity. So again, regarding 8pay, seems to be great. The only downside, arguably, with 8pay is right here. The ownership, renounce, or source does not contain an overall contract. And what this means is they could disable selling. They could change the fees. They could mint new tokens. They have that degree of control. A lot of people may not like this. A lot of people may not invest into cryptocurrency because of this fact. Some people think if they could have, they would have. It's been around for a long time. If they wanted to do anything, they would have by now. But again, this is just something that needs to be on your conscience. However, guys, you need to put the right market. For example, this is on, not market, the chain. You need to put the right chain. This is on the BNB chain. If you go on the Ethereum chain, you may see something completely different. However, it's on the BNB chain. So keep that aware, guys. So Michael, a simple answer to your question if you're here, I think he utilized the Ethereum chain and not the BNB chain. Because it's on the Ethereum chain, sorry, because 8pay is not on the Ethereum chain, it may say some crazy, ridiculous things that aren't true. But it is on the BNB chain. So I think on BNB, everything is fine. So check BR Fly. Yeah. We'll have a look at it, guys. But after this one, we're going to take a break from reviewing all these coins, guys. We're going to just have more of a discussion about a few different things because there's so many gems here, guys. This will be like a 5-hour live stream. BR Fly. But Michael, we can drop on a Telegram call after this and we can discuss it real quick. So it's not coming up, my friend. BTR Fly, okay.
Okay. So this one is...
That's a funny circulating supply. It's 170,000 tokens in supply. Circulating supply is all out. $40 million in market cap. Let's have a look at the markets. Uniswap and Curve. Wow. So they're not
What's
a
their
diverse amount of
function?
markets. What's the what?
What do they do? What niche is it?
We'll have a look. So it does, let's get into this. Finance, it's a FI, it's probably a DeFi, another DeFi. Cash flow for DeFi, governance liquidity, on-chain liquidity, governance, cash flow for DeFi. Empowering on-chain liquidity, governance, cash flow for DeFi. So I guess, again, it's just providing liquidity for decentralized financial means. A lot of these projects can have utility, but I already see so many of these. I know so many different versions of DeFi which aim to provide liquidity, guys. I don't think it's necessarily needed. I'm being completely honest. You don't need that many projects, guys. I know you guys may have a favorite gem, and if you do have a favorite gem, stick to it. However, I don't believe this project is needed in my portfolio.
Yeah, I agree with you, Seth. You know, I always say that I prefer when I see a project doing what another project is doing already, you know, I just call it a use case. I don't really say it has a strong utility. I just say it has a use case because we see projects like that. Bitcoin was slow, you know, Bitcoin is slow, Ethereum is slow and expensive. You now see new projects that solve those problems. Litecoin will claim to be faster and cheaper. If another project comes and says, okay, we are also fast, we are also cheap, they are not doing anything new. They are just repackaging what another project is already solving. So if a project is repackaging, you don't really necessarily have to invest in that project. You should look at what that project is doing. Is it doing it differently? Is it doing something new? That's what would actually make that project pop off. Because, oh, there's a new smart contract cryptocurrency project. Oh, which one is it? It's fast. If you say the project is fast, I could pick 10 different smart contract projects that are fast. That's a lot of them after Ethereum. What else is it doing? Okay, is highly scalable. Yes, a lot of them are highly scalable. Please give me something new. Okay, they have a decentralized stablecoin. Now I'm listening because you've mentioned something new that the other smart contract blockchains aren't doing. So you don't want to invest in every project that is repackaging the same goods. They are not really having fresh utility. They just have the same use case that we've seen 100 times. They're just repackaging and selling it to us. So pay attention to projects that are doing something new. If I'm looking for a DeFi protocol that makes buying and selling easy, there are so many of them, and you have to show me something that is doing that the others aren't doing. That's where we see new narratives and trends coming up, like AI. Oh, this smart contract project is focusing on AI. No other smart contract project is doing that. That can be a good investment. So guys, pay attention to those. Those are the little things that make some projects do better than others.
I completely agree. Projects with unique selling points that differentiate from other projects will perform well because they're the only project in that niche. However, there is some projects out there where there's 50 other projects doing the same thing. And if that is the case, the best projects, the highest market cap projects, probably will do the best. That's not saying that these low cap gems can't exist. For example, VeChain in the supply chain industry is a high cap, $2 billion in market cap. Morpheus Network is a low cap gem, $37 million in market cap. And I do believe both of them coexist. However, you guys are showing us some low cap gems that are 200K in market cap with 1% circulating supply. Like, come on, guys. Realistically, the better versions of those products in the industry are the ones that are going to perform the best.
Exactly. Thanks for summarizing that nicely, Seth.
Okay, so no problem about that. So should we be accumulating now? Personally, I believe you should already have been accumulating. You could wait for Bitcoin to retrace and then accumulate even harder, but DSA is the most important thing in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm on the sidelines. Check out DPS. We're not going to go through all these projects, guys, but don't worry. I'll make a list, and the next live stream we can look through some of these projects. So are we still early for crypto right now? Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Your grandma doesn't even use crypto. Your friend is too busy going to the club, partying, doing nonsense, going to Loserversity. They're too busy doing whatever they're doing. They're not investing into crypto. Crypto is in its early days, guys. No one's even talking about it. Now, I'm not just saying that because we're in a bear market. Even in a bull run, there's a few people talking about crypto. People know about crypto, but no one's utilizing it. So you guys, you intelligent people that are in this live stream, that are into crypto right now, you guys are the future. If you guys just get some of your money, obviously not financial advice, into all these different crypto projects, I'm sure 5 years down the line, every single person in here or 40 people in here, you're all going to be financially free. You're all going to be financially free. I guarantee that.
Yeah, I think so too. You know, if you think about it, what's the most basic use for crypto? You know, settling payments, having your own control of your own money. Over 1 billion people in the world is unbanked, are unbanked right now. So even the most basic use for crypto, we still have hundreds of millions of people that have no access to a good financial system. We've got millions of citizens that are being, being kind of cheated by their own governments with ridiculous inflation rates. So the use for crypto is enormous, and a lot of people, the whole world is still not woken up to how cryptocurrencies can help them. I myself, I created this channel because a lot of people in my home country, in the Republic of Guinea, they have no idea how much cryptocurrencies can help them and make their lives better. They have to use different means of methods to save their money, and it's not really safe. You know, they have to rely on other people managing their funds for them. There's a lot of people that don't know how to manage their own funds yet. They have to rely on banks and the government. So trust me when I say there are a lot of people that have no idea how much crypto can make their lives better. We are extremely early. There's a lot of opportunity here, a lot of untapped potential, and that's just in the financial sector. There are still more areas that the blockchain will come and make it better. We're already seeing AI doing its thing. There's going to be gaming, there's going to be metaverse. So yeah, guys, even at the most fundamental level, we are still very early on crypto.
I completely agree, guys. And look, I got into crypto because, I wanted to make money. Probably like you guys probably want to make money too. That's why I got into crypto. But once you're in crypto, you realize it's very, very hard to make a lot of money. It's very hard to make money quick. You have to wait until the next bull run. That's 2 years down the line. I know you guys are very impatient. You all probably have ADHD, right? So it's very, very hard for you guys to focus. That's why I created my Patreon. I know a lot of you guys may be tired of me talking about my Patreon, but look, the charts don't lie. Demetra was the last buy alert over at my Patreon. It did about a 2 to 3x your money. We started the buy alert all the way down here. You guys got in and you made about 2 to 3x your money. Some good gains to be made over at the Patreon, guys. The link is in the description of the chat. It's pinned as well. I highly recommend you check it out. So you guys that wanted that quick buck in crypto, it's happening over the Patreon. This is just one of them. I can give you guys so many different projects. Film Crib, right? Kel VPN. Guys, Kel VPN has done a 10x since when we first talked about it. Since when we first talked about Kel VPN, it did a 10x. You can see over at the Patreon, guys. I can scroll down, all the way down. That's a long-term buy alert for Kel VPN. Right, but we got buy alerts for Kel VPN all the way down at the depths of my Patreon, guys. All the way at the very, very bottom. Look, we have to keep scrolling. Look how far we're scrolling down. Right, all the way to the bottom. Right, clearly this is Kel VPN. Right, you don't believe me? Just search Kel VPN. It's all pink. Right, this is Kel VPN. We set the buy alert the 15th of December. 15th of December. That's one buy alert. I made videos about it way, way before that. Right, how'd you got in at the 15th of December, which is all the way over here, guys? Look, all the way over here. What is that, 10x your money? If you were over at the Patreon, long-term wise, you would have made 10x your money with Kel VPN. I see no reason not to join the Patreon. I completely understand. If someone told me I could make money by merely joining an alert, I would think you're crazy. I would honestly think you're crazy. But guys, listen, a buy alert is coming out within a week. Within a week. So join the Patreon if you haven't already. There are so many different tiers available. The buy alerts start at the elite tier and the VIP tier. Don't be the one to miss out. I don't want you all whining in my chat. Guys, how did you did a 3x? Oh my God, this is an amazing project. Should I buy in now? Should I wait for it to retrace? You wouldn't even have to wait for it to retrace if you were over at the Patreon. Simple. I'll stop talking about it now though. But guys, let's have a look at some of these comments. So what do you think about XYO, Polkadot? We'll make a list of all these. Live on Gem Hunters at 9, question mark. Yeah, guys, we will be going live at Gem Hunters at 9. So if you guys are in this stream right now, put all these comments in the Gem Hunters chat and we can discuss them there too. So I have a big bag of Altura. Altura is a great project. What do you think about Altura?
Yeah, I love Altura. I cover is among the first gaming projects I talked about on my channel that's last year since November. I love Altura because it's as this creator economy allows creators to take full advantage of their creativity while owning what they create, and it makes NFTs easy. You know, it allows people to easily create and deploy their NFTs in their game, their in-game assets, full control of to the creator. I like projects like that, Altura, Audios Token, and the likes. So Altura is definitely a good project. It has a lot of utility in terms of that in the crypto space.
I completely agree with you guys. So guys, I think my Telegram is like completely signing me out. Maybe I'm being hacked right now over at my Telegram, guys. I don't know what to say. I'm loading onto my Telegram now, guys, but I think we're having some problems over at the Telegram.
You have two-factor authentication, right?
I think so, because it's Telegram uses your phone number. So I'm going to be trying to get into it now. SSO, can you take over the live stream?
Oh, okay, sure. I'll do my best.
Can you,
but
if you can you screen share?
Yeah, let me turn on my screen sharing. Hold on a bit. Yeah, redacted. I use CoinMarketCap mainly, not CoinGecko.
CoinMarket, that's fine.
Yeah, CoinMarketCap is fine. Let me present, share screen, entire screen. Okay. Okay, so you guys can see and hear me clearly, right? Problem, I have to go through my phone for the comments. Hold on a bit, let me set that up. So I'll be able to see the comments on my own channel. You guys, if you have any comments, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you?
Yeah, okay, so if you guys have comments, that's where I'll be taking them. My phone for the comments. Hold on a bit, let me see. Okay, I think we're good to go now. Can you see my screen?
I'll put it up for you now. There you go.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm watching my comments right now on my own channel. Head over to SSM Crypto. Be sure to subscribe while you're there. I would really appreciate it. And let me see some gems that you guys would like me to cover. If you don't have any, I'll be happy to share some projects I'm looking into right now. Okay, no comments yet. I think let me just go through Mask Token, one of my favorite projects. One of my favorite low carb gems. Oh yeah, Mask is doing very, very well. Okay, so before Crypto Seth will come, he has handed over the reins to me. I'm just going to say Mask Token is a project I believe would do very well in the long term because we've you know, Bitcoin and a lot of other cryptocurrencies have made sure the finances are decentralized. I think one step further that we can take this is to have decentralized internet. Mass token allows that while providing security and privacy. So yeah, let me quickly go through some of the comments now. Now that I'm receiving the comments, thoughts on PBR, Poker Bridge. Poker Bridge from layer 1. PBR. What do I think about PBR? It has a market cap of 4.7 million, 65% in circulation. So yeah, the tokenomics is looking good. On what markets can we see it? Sorry. On KuCoin, that's a good exchange, and we can also see it on the centralized exchanges, Uniswap and Huobi. Let me look at the liquidity real quick, please. Dex tools. Average. Okay, so Poker Bridge has 30,000 in liquidity, and that's on The Ethereum blockchain 77, about, let's say, 100K in liquidity. So guys, it can move up very quickly, and you have to be very careful because of manipulation when it comes to that. It has a very high market cap, and its liquidity doesn't really match it. How come it has a trading volume of 49 million? I'm not sure, is the liquidity correct here? About 83%. Yeah, 77,000 in liquidity with a volume of 49 million. So I think it might be some kind of wash trading, when a bot is buying and selling, buying and selling. But real quick, let's look at what the project does. Poker Bridge is a decentralized cross-chain protocol designed to act as a primary bridge between Polkadot and other blockchains. I think Polkadot is already doing that. It has a layer zero solution. It's one of the smart contract cryptocurrency projects that is focused on interoperability. Poker Bridge might, I don't really adding much to that. It has greater than $10 million locked between Polkadot. Yeah, interoperability is good. Interoperability is a big deal in the crypto space, but this is one reason why I wouldn't go so deep into Poker Bridge is because it's doing that interoperability, you know, utility on the Polkadot blockchain. While we can see that on Ethereum as well, people have been saying it, and I was talking with it about it with Crypto Set earlier. A lot of people are using Ethereum right now, and when it comes to interoperability, this kind of like doing what Quant is doing in on the Ethereum blockchain. When it comes to interoperability, Quant does that very well. But the main matter is on what blockchain are they operating. I believe there are a lot of smart contract crypto projects that are doing very well, but a lot of people would rather use the Ethereum blockchain at the moment. I love Polkadot. It has a great mind behind it. I think Gary V, one of the creators of the Ethereum blockchain. But the first mover advantage is there, and the first mover advantage right now is on Ethereum. So people would rather use Quant at the moment. If you're investing in it based on the value, you'd have to invest in it hoping Polygon, sorry, not Polygon, Polkadot does well in the first place. If Polkadot is doing well, then you can see Poker Bridge doing very well. So I think the real question we should be asking ourselves is, how will Polkadot do? Then we'll see projects like Polkadot going really, really high. And right now, when it comes to smart contract, we can even see Ethereum layer 2 projects, Polygon Matic, doing better than layer 1 blockchains like Polkadot and Solana. So I was saying, Seth earlier, projects, a lot of people are going to be buyers with when it comes to Ethereum. I would be careful investing in layer 2s of other blockchains. In fact, it's hard enough for me as it is to invest in layer ones um on sorry, it's hard enough for me to invest in layer twos on Ethereum. So I would rather focus on layer ones and avoid layer twos of other blockchains. If you want to invest in layer twos, I think you should stick to the Ethereum blockchain. That's my personal opinion anyway. Let me move on to the next. Thoughts on PBX. PBX. Sorry, I can't bring up the comments like crypto sets. Let me quickly look into PBS. Which one of it is it Paribus or Probinex? Please put it in the comments so that I'll know which one. Is Nakamoto a good investment? Yeah, but before I go into Nakamoto, check Wealth. Wealth, WELT. Wealth. That's Fab Wealth. Okay, let's see. So a market cap is less than a million. There's potential in that. Tokenomics look good. 46% in circulation. What does it do? Well, let me see what markets we can find it on. Mainly on decentralized exchanges. PancakeSwap, Bitmap is centralized, but it has 60%. Most of the volume on Bitmap and Bitrue. Let me go to their website and see. Well, it has a 59K in liquidity. What does it do? Okay, another gaming project. Yeah, guys, I like gaming projects. I really like gaming projects. I believe they're going to be here for a while because of the interest in it. The issue with gaming projects is there are a lot of good ones out there. You don't need to invest in every single one. Just make sure you do a lot of research on the good ones, and you should pay attention to some factors on what to make a gaming project good. What to make a gaming project good is ability to get returning players. So if a gaming project does only one thing, people are going to get bored about it easily. A lot of youth these days they keep saying they have ADHD. So not every gaming project has that long-term sustainability. You have to be able to generate interest and keep that interest. This project doesn't seem to do too much. It seems to be focusing on just one. Multiple I Okay, yeah, that's good. It has its variety, play to earn, in-game NFTs, but the barrier to entry, how soon can people start playing games on it? Projects like Axie Infinity have a high barrier to entry. You have to pay $1,000. Guys, I'm not paying $1,000 to play an NFT game that I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to like it. So I'm not going to invest in projects that want me to start buying their NFTs without me knowing how good the game is. You don't need to invest in every gaming project out there. You just need to find the good ones, the ones that have good varieties, the ones that have an interesting gameplay, and the ones that have that long-term goal in mind. And that's why I'm going to be looking at um Nakamoto games. Yeah, Crypto Seth and I have been covering Nakamoto games for a while. I like Nakamoto games because it covers all of these points I've been touching on. Nakamoto games has a lot of variety, and in addition to that, Nakamoto games also has a very low barrier to entry. You know, it has a free to play aspect of it, so you can go onto their site. It's a web browser extension game. It doesn't matter whether or not you are into crypto. These are the kinds of projects that caters to gamers. And whenever a crypto project exists, people shouldn't be confused. We are trying to get a lot of adoption. If a project can only do well if you know about crypto, if you're crypto savvy, if you're tech savvy, it's not going to be too much of a growth in it, because we want a lot of newcomers in this space. So we would like to see projects that have a very low barrier to entry, projects that are able to cater to gamers in and out of the crypto space. So a project like Nakamoto Games is very accessible. It has a low barrier to entry. It has a lot of variety. I mean, just take a look at the sites. I'm really bullish on Nakamoto Games. Let me quickly. I'm really bullish on Nakamoto Games. It has a free to play aspect, meaning you can start having fun with the game. If you decide, oh, this game is fun, I like it, and I'm good at it, I'm very skillful at Naka Strike, why don't I make some passive income? I'm have the play to earn, enjoy the play to earn aspect of it. That's when a project like that can succeed. We've got Hurricanes, Fem Frenzy, Kong Hero, Turtle Hero, Bubble Shooter. Everyone loves all this kind of game. All of these ones are free to play. You can start playing them. You can decide whether or not you like it. Then you can decide whether or not you want to monetize it. That's why I like projects like Nakamoto Games. Its ability to keep the viewers engaged and interested, its ability to get returning players is what makes it a good long-term project, in my opinion. Can you take a look at Multivac? Okay, please say Quantinine. This is what crypto gains says. Continue. I'll check it. Hey man, hello Crypto Archie. Thanks for coming here. Oh, drop a like. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Okay, so let me quickly look at Multivac blockchain. Is it a layer one? Multivac. Okay, MTV. Is that it? Multivac. Yeah, that's it. MTV. Yeah, I think we looked at this earlier today. It has a 4 million. Yeah, yeah, my friend. We've gone through this project. Multivac is an sharding killer. Let me see. Okay, you can find it on KuCoin. That's a plus, in my opinion, because KuCoin is one of the good exchanges out there, and it also has a decentralized exchange you can get it on. That's Pancake Swap. So let me see what the liquidity is like. Let me check their websites as well. Pioneering flexible blockchain platform based on trusted sharding. So Multivac is the next generation public. It seems to be a layer one blockchain, and that's interesting. Yeah, I think layer ones can do very well, especially in the coming bull run. I mean, look at Aptos. Aptos is absolutely killing it. I'm not going to lie. I don't really know why Aptos is pumping so much, but layer ones bring in new narratives. They bring in that factor of curiosity. Like people are like, oh, is this going to be the next Ethereum killer? That's why I was telling my friend earlier, Poker Bridge is a layer 2 on another layer 1 blockchain. So I wouldn't be jumping into layer 2s of other layer 1s right now, because the battle is among the layer 1s, the battle is among the smart contracts. So there's a lot of potential for layer 1s. The only challenge now is, I mentioned it earlier, are they repackaging content? Are they doing what people have already done a million times already? What's Multivac doing that is different, that cannot be done on Cardano already? What's it doing that cannot be done on Ethereum already? Don't invest in projects just because it has a small market cap. There are a lot of low market caps out there. There are a lot of projects that have potential to absolutely explode if you're investing based on that. So you need to invest in projects that are bringing new narratives to the table, that are doing something that the other layer ones aren't doing. Honestly, that's why I'm a bit confused as to why Aptos is really pumping right now. What's it doing that other layer ones aren't doing? So Multivac might be a good one, but you don't need to invest into everything. Multivac pioneers flexible sharding, allowing dApp developers the flexibility to trade off between the impossible triangle. My friend, this project is still trying to solve the crypto trilemma. And if you're going to look into projects that are solving that, look into projects that have intense amount of research into it. Cardano has the highest amount of GitHub activities. This project is fairly new. It can't have as many developers as Cardano. That's not going to happen anytime soon. It can't have as many developers as Ethereum. So even though it's a great project with a great idea, I think the competition is just too much. I won't personally invest into every good project. You see, even if a project is good, it doesn't mean I'm going to invest into it. It's a good project, it's a good looking project. It's just not something I will invest in necessarily. So sorry, I need to move on to the next project. Um Paribus also casts layer one with amazing tech. Expect projects starting to build on it after ninth DAG upgrade. Sometimes late summer, possibly the fastest and most secure layer one at the time. Fastest and most secure layer one. Another layer one, yes, I believe layer ones can bring in good narratives, and have a lot of potential for growth. CAS, but I'm not sure if they are going to necessarily overtake Ethereum, because Ethereum is top dog. So yeah, speaking of cars, I think you guys should check out the Crypto Gem Hunters. Crypto Grind talks about Casper a lot. He's very bullish on the project. To find out why he's bullish on the project, 100 million cap market cap, that's huge. It means there's a lot of money into it. A lot of institutions are also into it. That's an interesting. I'm going to give my personal opinion on this now. I'm just letting you know that there are other, in fact, I'll argue sharper minds on the Crypto Gem Hunters. Go check them out. Subscribe to their channel. Check out the Crypto Gem Hunters as well. Subscribe to that channel. We do a lot of research on different projects. I've not covered Cardina, I've not covered Casper, but Crypto Goals, Crypto Grinds, they have covered this project, and they have very solid takes on it. So yeah, Casper is looking like a great project already. 57% in circulation. That's good. 100 million market cap. Let's check the markets. Is on MEX and trade. Okay, I would like to see it on more exchanges. Imagine how much higher it will go if it's easily accessible. If you can find it on sites like Binance, if you can see it on sites like KuCoin. I believe this is a double-edged sword, because right now it's not accessible. It's not accessible, but imagine how explosive Casper would grow if it gets listed on Coinbase, if it gets listed on Binance. So yeah, that alone is a potential and is also a challenge with it right now. Casper is the fastest open source. Yeah, that's good. It means you can verify it on your own. Decentralized and fully scalable layer one in the world. The world's first block DAG. That's good. The digital ledger, enabling parallel blocks and instant transaction confirmation. Casper at a glance. All right. So yeah, it's another layer one. It brings in new narrative. It has a lot of potential. Casper is definitely one you should be paying attention to. But I'm not invested in it right now, but it's a solid project. If you believe, a lot of institutions are already interested in it for it to be at a market cap of 100 million. So if you believe there's going to be more adoption, if you believe people are going to abandon other blockchains to, use the speed and security and power of Casper, then yeah, go for it. It's all about personal conviction at this point because there are lots of layer ones out there. Which ones do you think bring in new narratives? Which one do you think would, push the market forward? Which one do you think would allow more adoption for crypto? Is the question you should be asking right now when it comes to the good layer ones. Okay, so Fina, yeah, I'm I'm a big fan of Fina. I've been talking about Defina Finance for a long time now. Defina Finance is a great project in my opinion, but you are asking whether or not Defina Finance has a good entry. Guys, if you've been following me on this channel, I've been talking about Defina Finance since it was on 13 cents. So sorry, not 13, 0.13 cents. So right now it's on 0.17, 0.01, sorry, add another zero. When it comes to projects like this, I invest in them personally based on what the team is doing, based on how I would see it in the long term. The FINA has 68% in circulation. That's with a maximum of 100 million tokens. So it has a limited supply. And I like the project personally because I like what the developers are doing, what the team is doing. They are working hard, they are working constantly, they are adding, new gameplays. So they are staying fresh. They are staying fresh within the um within the metaverse and the Web3 gaming sector. So it has a lot of plus in my opinion. It has good tokenomics, it has good arts. I really like Defina Finance. It's a great project in my opinion. The question now is whether or not this is a good time to get in. And to that, I say you should dollar cost average. When you dollar cost average in a project, you are investing in its potential, you're investing in the fundamentals of the project, and you are spreading your, your entry position irrespective of the market's behavior. So whenever you're entering any project, you should pay attention to you should pay attention to um what the devs are doing. That's when you can hold on for the long term. So if you believe Defina Finance is going to be a great project in the long term, now is a good time to enter because sitting at the price, the lowest Defina has been for the past 2-3 months has been 0.013. So waiting for it to go lower than that doesn't make much sense because investing in this project now means you are investing in it based on its long-term potential. Where do you see this project going in the long term? It's a question you should be asking yourself right now. Am I going to see this project at 100 million market cap? Guys, 100 million market cap from here is close to 100x. That's over 50x from here. So there's a lot of potential for growth. It all depends on whether or not you believe in the project. So if you believe in the Defina Finance, if you like the gameplay, I know I do personally, but this isn't about me. This is about you. I personally like the project. I'm bullish on its long term because I've interacted with the devs and they listen to feedback and they implement it. They are constantly working hard. I believe it to do well. So if you believe it to do well in the long term, then fine, you can invest into it, but don't just carry all of your funds and chuck it all at once. You should dollar cost average in things like this. Don't quit your day job, put in a fixed amount at a fixed interval and remove the emotional factor. Invest in the fundamentals, have a good exit strategy. Paribus is a low cap. Yeah, I've gone through Paribus. It's a low cap. I think I've gone through Paribus a little bit earlier. So, guys, yeah, there are a lot of gems out there. If there's any other one that you have, let me know. But I was talking about one earlier, and that's the mask token. I was saying that mask allows people to, have a decentralized internet. We already have decentralized form of finance. It allows mask. I've been talking about mask since it was on 18 cents. 18 cents, guys, now is on 43 cents. That's over a 2x. And the reason why I knew Mask is a great project is because I looked at what this project is doing. These are the things you should pay attention to. Pay attention to the fundamentals of a project. Pay attention to whether or not these projects are, meeting, are going to be able to create demand, are going to solve a problem, and are going to make it better with the blockchain. I really like the Mask token because of what it's doing. It allows the internet accessible to everyone, the same way Bitcoin allows wealth to be accessible to everyone. So the internet being able to browse in a borderless manner while being security conscious, while being privacy focused, is going to be a big deal. It's always going to be a big deal, in my opinion. And that's what Mars does. If you share your bandwidth, if you allow the network to be, distributed across different regions, then you're going to be able to generate passive income just by sharing your internet bandwidth. And you can find it on Uniswap, you can find it on Probit if you want a centralized version. It's a great project, in my opinion. I'm a long time gamer. I'm also I'm not too good at gaming, so I wouldn't call myself a gamer. But yeah, I love games and anime, and even AAA games have huge issues with cheaters. People exploit the game mechanisms. If they can overcome those issues, it's a good to Pluto. But for now, I'm just waiting. Yeah, my friend, I myself, what I've been doing in crypto recently, I've been following the money. I've been following what narratives are trending and how blockchain can make it better. So right now, that might not be gaming, but be sure about this. Whenever gaming becomes a big deal again, whenever gaming becomes, a narrative, there are going to be a lot of great projects that we're going to look into. We're going to make sure we cover them, and we're going to make sure, we give you the gems out there that can do very well. There are going to be many of them. Can't find any. Yeah, D-Race, my friend, I've also talked about D-Race in my 10 low cap gems in 2 minutes. D-Race is a great project. Is if you are into gambling, is well made. They have good graphics. Let me bring that up. D-Race is an NFT. Sorry, Grace. Yeah, it's an NFT gambling platform. So if you're into that, decentralized gambling is not for me personally, but if you're into it, the race makes it easy, the race makes it decentralized, the race makes it secure, and they are going to go on mobile this year. Mobile means there's going to be more eyes on the project. It means there's going to be more accessibility. The race is a great project. It has a good looking gameplay. You can rent out your NFT horses, you can breed it, you can get new outcomes. It's a well thought out project. You can find it on decentralized exchanges. It's on Uniswap, it's on PancakeSwap, it's on KuCoin. Great project, in my opinion. The race. Let's look at the website. And from the get go, you see, it's a good looking game. Sorry, my internet isn't as fast. Okay, the race is a complete NFT horse racing ecosystem based on the blockchain and powered by the token. It's a good looking game. If you are into it, it's not a niche. I can arguably it's not a niche for everyone. But if you are into decentralized form of betting and gambling and horse races, bringing all of that into a accessible, easy gaming factor, then the race is a great project. Let me head over to Crypto Seth's channel. There are not so many viewers on my channel, and see whether people are asking over there. Hold on a bit, Crypto Seth. I'm going to try and take your questions over on Crypto Seth's channel. Okay. Okay, I think a lot of viewers are here. Yeah, I agree with you, Archie. Mask is a gem. We've covered mask, we've covered wealth on from my channel. GLQ. Well, I think that question is directed to crypto sets. I'm personally not into GLQ at the moment. No, sorry. But I think it's a great project. GLQ.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, thank goodness you're here. I was dying under pressure.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, look, everyone in my free Telegram group, guys. My Telegram account has been banned. I've currently contacted customer services, and I should be getting my account hopefully very, very soon. But don't worry, all the servers are still up and running. But my account has been banned. Maybe the Matrix has struck, guys. Maybe the Matrix has struck. They're trying to get rid of me, guys. Who knows?
Sorry
We'll see
about
what's
that,
gonna
bro.
happen. No
So,
worries, no worries.
please, can you take over? Can you take the reins? I want to stop
Grappling
sharing
first.
my screen.
No worries. I'll get my screen share up for now. We need to wrap it up anyways. We've been shooting for like 2 hours.
Yeah, I need to head out as well.
Guys, Grappling Protocol, I think that's what you're reviewing. It's a solid project. I think it's going to do very, very well. I'm so close to adding it to my portfolio, guys. So you guys on the Patreon know the Grappling Protocol will be on my portfolio very, very soon. So the people on the Patreon will find out the moment that it is. So yeah, amazing project, guys. Not much to say about it. But we should be wrapping it up soon, guys. I know SSM is tired.
Yeah,
I'm tired. Things are going on. I can't believe my, Telegram group and all that stuff. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I think maybe some people do some kind of reporting, so it could have been an erroneous report. Just message the customer support. Hopefully they open your
messaged
account.
them. Hopefully they reply very, very quickly, because I have a lot of people in my my Telegram groups.
Yeah, I saw.
So it needs to be sorted very, very soon. Hopefully I can get it back very, very soon, guys, because it's not good for those on the Patreon, and as well those because I have several Telegram groups, the Patreon members as well. So it's like I need to be in them to manage them. Anything could happen.
Yeah, I feel you. I get what you mean.
Yeah. Should we wrap it up here?
Yeah, let's do. I need to, attend to something else over here. But guys, let me just quickly say it's always a pleasure, talking with all of you, and it's a bigger pleasure interacting with my audience. I know a lot of people are busy. Your time is extremely valuable. So the fact that you're giving me the time of your day, listening to what I have to say, makes it a real honor for me talking to every single one of you. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm definitely doing my best to make sure it's worth your time. I'm constantly doing research, and I'll try to give you the best I can to stay as sincere and as secure as possible for your sake and mine as well. And I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, thanks for interacting with me, and thanks for subscribing as well.
Guys, you guys know how sincere and how hard SSM Crypto works for all of his videos. So come on. It takes you guys about 10 seconds to go to his channel and drop him a subscribe. I highly recommend you do it. His content is truly amazing, guys. But thank you guys for watching this live stream. We're going to be out. We've been streaming for a very, very long time. I do recommend joining the Patreon because the pilot's coming soon. I do have to say that again. You guys know. But guys, subscribe to SSM channel. He truly does deserve more subs, guys. It's going to be big in the future. Remember, the number one crypto African YouTuber. That's his goal.
That's my goal.
We'll be out now, guys. See you guys later. Goodbye.